Hi, this is part 4, my 4th video. Now, the plan was to do these every day, but believe it or not, even though I'm not at work and you'd think I have plenty of time on my hands, I haven't got the time to do that every day. It's just too much. The plan with this video was to go through my exercise routines with a view to sort of improving or accelerating recovery. Only problem is that I've had a bit of a stinking cold for the last few days. Typical, right? But I've also done my shoulder blades in, sort of like the upper back there, and it's made this shoulder quite weak. So I've had a go with doing some using my dipping station and pull-up station and other exercises, but my left shoulder just doesn't feel right. So I'm resting it at the moment. So I won't be doing that, unfortunately, in this video. So what I thought I would do is just share with you, it might be useful, the medications that I was prescribed and the medications I'm taking and the ones that I've chosen not to take. And then also just go through a little bit of nutrition. So I'm incorporating some supplements to hopefully accelerate bone healing and speed up recovery, essentially, because I'm eager to be just like you, walking and running and doing the things that I enjoy doing. So I'm going to go inside my house now and I will share that with you in a couple of seconds. Let's see what's cooking in Tom's nutrition kitchen. First of all, I'll show you what I've been given from the hospital. Please don't take this as gospel, what I'm doing in terms of what I'm taking and what I'm not taking. Please do not do that. But I'll show you what I was given by the NHS in Dorset. Naproxen. Okay, so that is obviously a pain relief as like an anti-inflammatory, similar to ibuprofen. When I was at hospital just before I was discharged, the consultant gave me I think 5 days worth of naproxen, and then he explained to me that after that, really it's not really an ideal situation to continually take naproxen. It's not very good for your stomach. So that put me off it. So I haven't actually been taking it after 5 days, although I've got quite a lot there. Instead, I'm taking just off-the-shelf ibuprofen as and when I need it. Paracetamol as well. These are the two staples that I'm using at the moment pretty regularly. So sometimes I do forget, or I'll intentionally just avoid taking it because I don't want to keep taking it all the time. This, which I was given, these are enoxaparin. I was given 43 of these to inject myself with. They're an anticoagulant, which I think is you're given after surgery to prevent blood clots and things like that. I know that there's a risk involved, but I'm not taking these, not using them. And then finally, I've been given Oromorph, which is morphine, and I've been advised to use a 10 milligram dosage as and when I need it. And to be honest, to begin with, I was using it like maybe twice or 3 times a day, but now I really don't use it at all. And having read about the addictive properties of opioids, it's just put me off. I don't want to end up dependent on something through this process. So I only use that when I really think that I need to, and I haven't really used it in the last week or so. So we'll move on to my little nutrition area over here. This is something that I've always taken, fenugreek. So this is designed to support sort of your circulation and blood flow and so on, which is primarily, really important aspects of bone healing. And it's a natural anticoagulant too. I'm not saying it's going to replace the prescription, but at least it has that property. So at least I'm doing something to address the idea of perhaps getting blood clots. But yeah, I think that it's making a difference in terms of healing, and it is also good for wound healing too. So I'm using that and using that regularly. Just a multivitamin. There's lots of recommendations online about magnesium and vitamin D3 and things like that, but they are very expensive. So I'm just using a typical multivitamin at the moment. Then we move on to whey protein. So I'm taking quite a lot of this. So I'm having one in the morning for breakfast. I don't enjoy them at all, but you know, you do get a good hit of protein and calcium in one of those. So I have one of those in the morning, and then one quite fairly late at night before bed, maybe 2 or 3 hours after I've had my dinner. And with that as well, I'm also incorporating creatine. It's supposed to help with bone healing as well, so taking that too. And then last but not least, pineapple juice. So I've been taking this because it's my favourite juice, and for the vitamin C, but as I understand it also contains bromelain, which is an anti-inflammatory. Well, I hope that might have been useful to you. I'm not professing to be an expert nutritionist or dietitian, but I do think that, you know, being as active as you possibly can be, obviously in this situation, and you know, good nutrition, eating well, it's got to pay dividends, and I really do think that it is paying dividends for me. 3 weeks in, and I feel a lot better than I did a week ago and 2 weeks ago. So not sure what your experience is, but I do wish you the very best of luck. Hope that this was useful, and I hopefully will see you on the next video. Thank you.